Good day, everyone. We are the Group 3, and here are the reporters for the Lesson 3 Intelligent Behaviors. Brian Ray Fandinola, Prince Angelo Florendo, Sophia Ibanez, Glidel Ho Plazado, and Jana Hodillasen. Introduction. Behavior. Behavior is defined as the manner in which a person conducts oneself in various circumstances. Your performance can be greatly influenced by behavior. With this, how can you learn to behave intelligently? In this module, shall be introduced to 14 intelligent behaviors compiled by Arthur L. Koska in year 2000. Learning outcomes. Upon completion of this module, you shall be able to first identify your natural qualities and behavior. 2. Assess and improve your study habits. And lastly, conduct yourself effectively in different situations as well as convey ideas and thoughts to others. Discussion. Guide question for discussion. What are the 14 intelligent behaviors? We will be discussing each 14 intelligent behaviors. An example will be given for each to illustrate the said behavior.
Persistence is not giving up when the answer to a problem is not immediately known. They often say, I can't do this, it's too hard, or they write down any answer to get the task over with as quickly as possible. They don't take the time to analyze the problem to develop a system of problem attack. For example, when solving a math problem, you do not stop until you find the right solution for the problem. The second example is if you are learning the final examination and you feel like you are running out of time to answer all the remaining questions, you still try to find a way or a strategy so that you will be able to answer all the remaining questions. Number 2, overcoming impulsiveness. Overcoming impulsiveness, it involves planning, clarifying goals, exploring alternative strategies, and considering consequences before one begins a task. As students become less impulsive, we can observe them clarifying goals, planning and exploring alternative problem solving strategies, and considering consequences of actions before they begin. For example, preparations before going to the town proper for grocery shopping. Number 1 is you write down the things you need to buy. Number 2 is you clarify whether you needed to go to other places other than the grocery store and or checking whether the list you have is already final. Number 3, you you evaluate whether you can just actually buy the things you need from a sari-sari store nearby or you can shop those online. Number 4, considering the current situation where we should only leave our homes when it is truly necessary. You consider whether it is a must to go to the town or choose from the alternative strategies to buy your groceries. Number 3, listening to others. Listening to others, cognitive psychologists think that the ability to listen to another person and understand their point of view is one of the highest forms of intelligent behavior. This intelligent behavior highlights one's ability to be human, to care for others' point of view, not just one's own. For example, before agreeing on the theme for the upcoming event, the club is organizing. You as a leader listen to all suggestions of the team.
Number 4. Flexibility in thinking. One considers other points of view rather than jumping or running to the first thought that comes to mind. Example, you see that the car you have been wanting or is on sale for a limited time only. Before you decided to buy it, you first check your budget, evaluate whether this is a good investment or not, and check again whether you really need a car or just want it. So flexible thinking allows for multiple solutions to a problem. Being able to develop alternative plans or plan Bs is a vital aspect of resilience. Thinking and being able to listen to and accept people's points of view is a key ingredient in developing resilience. Life is full of choices. Next, number 5. Number 5, metacognition. The awareness of how one is thinking or the knowledge of what is going on in one's head, knowing what you know. Example, during a stressful day, you reflect on your own thoughts and feelings before doing something. So metacognition is thinking about thinking. It is an increasingly useful mechanism to enhance student learning, both for immediate outcomes and for helping students to understand their own learning process. Number 6. Number 6. Checking for accuracy and precision. Not letting speed surpass the desire for craftsmanship. Example, painting a portrait or making a song. Checking for accuracy and precision means looking back at something you have done to see if it was done correctly and completely. Persistence means to keep trying instead of giving up easily.
Number 7. Questioning and problem posing. Asking questions and finding out problems for oneself. Questioning and posing problems when something is difficult or you don't understand it is very important. Asking questions and posing problem is one of the easiest way to get the answer or solution. This means that having this kind of behavior helps you to learn and push yourself more. Questioning and problem posing is asking someone about something that you aren't certain of or don't know. An example of this is asking the seller questions before committing on buying the product. So, a lot of us do this when we purchase something. We tend to ask several questions sa mga sales lady if namigid man daya or namigid na quality na para ma-sure ta nga worth it siya baklod. And having this kind of behavior helps us to be strategic in finding solution or getting an answer sa aton nga problema. Number 8. Applying past knowledge to new situations. The act of calling upon one store of knowledge and experience as a source of data, theories, or processes to solve each new challenge, or everything that you have learned from your past experience will help you to face the current or future challenges of your life and to help you to avoid unnecessary mistakes. Example, you've been hurt before when you tried riding a bicycle. Now you use protective gear to protect you when you fall. So since you've already learned something sa past experience mo, do karon gin-apply mo siya sa new situation mo, which is nagsuot ka dun ka protective gear para hindi ka na para maprotektahan ka if ever man nga ma-aksidente ka sa bike. Number 9, precision of language and thought. One uses descriptive terms to distinguish objects and provide criteria for value judgments. So we need to be clear and precise sa aton yung ginapanghambal sa iban nga tao for us to avoid misunderstanding. And an example of this is giving descriptive detail on the process of the recipe you are sharing to avoid confusion. So we need to be specific and detail or direct to the point para hindi dun kita magliko-liko sa mga conversation or para ma-avoid man yung confusion.
Number 10. Using all senses. The senses of feeling, seeing, hearing, or even tasting are utilized to solve a problem more effectively. These senses allow us to observe and understand the world around us. Example, checking if the food you are preparing is ready. Number 1, you feel the temperature of the dish. Number 2, you see whether the color and consistency are already enough. Number 3, if you are baking, you listen whether your timer already rang. Number 4, a taste have a taste whether the seasoning is already enough. Number 11, creativity. Creativity applying ingenuity, originality, and insights. Creativity is the ability to create those things that could inspire others to do and to express oneself in different various of arts like painting, style, and fashion. For example, using recyclable materials in making your vegetable garden. Number 12, living with a sense of wonderment. Being inquisitive, curious, and open to beauty, intricacy, complicity, and simplicity. Living with a sense of wonderment. If you feel wonderment, you can't quite believe that you're seeing, but you definitely like it. Wonder is a feeling of surprise, amazement. Also, wonderment is a feeling of surprise and joy. For example, when traveling, finding inspirations on little things, or when you are a writer, you find inspiration from the people you meet and the things and the things that you experience.
Cooperation. Taking advantage of the knowledge and insights that can only come as a result of social relationships. Example, brainstorming for the school back-to-back school party with your fellow committee members to create a perfect theme for the current school year. Cooperation is the process of working together. Diri mo makita ang joint force and efforts ng kada isa. Para sa ginoobra sang kada grupo. Sa aton reporting task, each member is giving his or her own opinion and suggestion that can benefit to the group. Kaisa ang inyo nga goal, which is matapos, kag makakuha sang taas nga score, kinanglan nyo magkaisa. Kaya ang success ng isa ka grupo is nagadepende sa mga tao, kag nagadepende sa mga members ini. Ang good quality and behavior sang isa ka tawo, hindi lang nagadepende sa kaugalingon niya. Nagadepende man ini sa kung paano siya makitungo kag kung paano niya i-handle ang kaugalingon niya upod ang iban. Number 14. Sense of humor. Refers to being able to look at situations, opportunities, problems, and the relationships with nonchalance and fun. Example, finding the fun during a stressful finals week. Ang sense of humor. It is a quality of being positive. Butantabi sa inyong circle of friends, wherein nag-share ka mo sa inyong negative thoughts or rants about sa stressful week nyo, kag out of nowhere, nasalutan pa ni isang joke sa inyo upod. Kag ini ang joke, nag-lead sa inyo or nag-boost ang positive vibe sa inyo tanan, which results nga nagkalaladlaw ka mo. It simply states that person is intrinsic to the situation rather than contrived. Having sense of humor is being natural. Kung may sense of humor kaya, dili nagagwa kung ano ka as a person in a situation. Kag, nagago with the flow na lang ang tanan. In summary, possessing many of these intelligent behavior can help you. Knowing yourself, kung paano mo i-handle kag dalo ng kaugalingan mo is a must. When we were discussing the 14 qualities, gaka-realize mo man bala kung naposes mo na ang isa sa ila or kung ano pa bala ang dapat mo himuon in order for you to possess them. Kag diri na nagasulod ang mga pamangkot nga. Which of the 14 qualities discussed were characterize your behavior? Which do you need to start working on? And there are points to remember when we try to understand the 14 intelligent behaviors. Number 1. Use the intelligent behaviors to better yourself and help others. Always mo tandaan nga ang 14 intelligent behaviors nga ni is hindi lang about how you deal nga sa kaugalingon mo lang. You also need to consider ang mga tao sa palibot mo, kung paano man sila maapektuhan or paano mo man sila matulungan. The number 2. Use these intelligent behaviors to enhance your study habits. In every circumstances that we face, having these 14 intelligent behaviors leads you to better path. When a person shows or manifests the said 14 qualities that we discussed, then we can say that he or she is behaving intelligently. So, make use of these 14 intelligent behavior in a good way. And if ever you're not that behaving intelligent enough, take your time and figure out what steps you would take for you to have that intelligent behaviors. And that's all about lesson 3, intelligent behaviors. Thank you everyone and God bless.